All right, so today's segment, we're talking about how movement, simple movement, basic moves with a little bit of a strength training added to it, using free weights, bands, your own body resistance. Simple movements can balance out your hormones. It can relieve you of stress, and it can help with cognitive function. So I'm going to show you just some basic moves that you can use in the chair. You can do chair yoga. You can do regular yoga, which helps with parasympathetic nervous system. It helps improve that. So let's jump into some of these tips, hacks, and movements. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we can jump into those hacks. Now, if you combine gentle yoga and stretching, some type of a stretching routine, that can help improve the balance of your hormones naturally. Building muscles through strength training stabilizes your blood sugar levels and boosts your metabolism. So it is vitally important that you get moving. You can't just sit around. You have to move. You could do simple chair exercises. I'll show you guys 3 of them, but there's more. I'm just gonna show you like 3 because y'all remember we are getting into the meat and potatoes of everything, so we don't have a lot of time, so I have to hit it and quit it. But these 3 exercises, you could just do them. You can do 3 sets of 8. So a rep is 8, or how many times, and we're going to do it 8. And then a set is how many you're going to do. So we're going to do 8 reps, 3 sets of each of those exercises that I'm going to jump into. But it's important that you get moving because you want your hormones to be stabilized and you want your metabolism to keep moving, so you're not gaining weight and you're trying to figure out, well, what in the world is going on? Why am I because when it slows down, your metabolism slows down and you're constantly eating and you're not moving, the balance, the ratio of what you're putting in your body and what you're burning off, they're not equal. The amount of food that you put in your body, you should be burning off more. That way, you end up staying at a healthy weight and your blood sugar level is not affected. When your blood sugar level gets affected, it messes up the whole kilo caboodle, and it can raise your bad cholesterol levels. It can cause you to have challenges with your eyesight. It can cause you to be super moody. So instead of having all of those things go on, let's just exercise. And you can exercise 5 days a week, and you could do some simple walking. You're not getting away from exercising. So I'm showing you some chair exercises. If y'all don't know, I am on the East Coast and I'm in Maryland, and guess what? We got more snow. So you have to start thinking about, okay, I don't want to be out in the snow, or I can't be out in the snow for whatever reason. If you want to be out in the snow, just dress properly. Get your snow boots, get your coat, your gloves, so you can be out there at least 30 minutes. Now, if it's blizzard type of weather, use wisdom before you just go out there. And most of y'all, you'll have pets, so you got to go out there anyway. And your pets want to be out for they really don't want you just opening up the door and run out in the backyard. No, I want to go for a walk. So you get out there with Fido and you walk and you dress appropriately for the weather, so you can be out there for at least 30 minutes. And actually, that's really good if you have a pet. I'm not telling you if you don't have a pet, go get one. But guess what? You might want to start borrowing your neighbor's dog just to get yourself into the habit of exercising for 30 minutes. You guys know I'm just kidding. But you can do what you got to do. 30 minutes, 5 days a week. Help yourself out to live a long, healthy, prosperous life. Let's jump into some other tips on why you need to move to help your gut health and to be more flexible to live a long, healthy, prosperous life. Okay, so we can use a chair for the rows, the upright rows, and if you want to move forward and backwards, literally just take 2 paper plates and put them up under your feet. You don't need anything expensive. However, if you do have a row machine, use it, which I'll be getting mine next week, and I'm showing you this so when I'm on the row machine, you know the alternative that you can use for the row machine. And what I did was I used a chair that has open legs. I took the open bands, and I'm going to show you, let me show you this right now. So this band comes with all of these. So you can get strength training and you don't have to spend a lot. I think this was $27 from Amazon, and it's a plethora of exercises that you can do. You take all of these, one of these, you loop them through here, through this little hole right here. You put this rubber part behind a sturdy door and you can just go for it. But what I would recommend is you start one at a time so that you are not wearing yourself out, and make sure you're drinking enough water to stay hydrated so that your muscles can recover quickly. So let's jump into this. We're gonna do like about 10 to 15 of them, and then you could just do 3 sets of rows. You gotta get moving. So what we're talking about this week and beyond, talking about movement. In order to balance your hormones, you need to have some type of movement in your daily routine. Now this is an easy one. I'm gonna put my feet on the chair so it doesn't move, and you just bring it up and down. Up to the chest, arms are straight out. Up to the chest, arms are straight out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Squeeze the back so like the shoulder blades are like touching each other. And let's do one more set. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's do one more set. And I'm putting my feet on here so that the chair won't move, but you could put it on the door, wall, whatever. I just need you guys to see what I'm doing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So now we're going to do our push-ups, but I am going to suggest that you have the chair up against something sturdy so that you don't slide. Put your feet out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Now I'm going to do 2 variations, 2 additional, well, slight variations. Not everybody likes to do push-ups, so and that could be for various reasons. You have inflammation in your wrist, so it feels horrible. You just haven't gotten used to it. So I would recommend doing 1 set of 8s. And you can start on the wall, on the chair, and then gradually move yourself down to the floor. If you have steps in your house, use your steps, but you can use weights. All right, so this will get your upper body strength intact for you as well. And if you're like, I prefer to do these or pull-ups, go for it. You just want your upper body strength to be solid, right? So up, 2, 3, squeeze your core in, hold your back straight. And we're just going to do 8, and then I'm going to switch over to the bands. Last 4, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then we're going to switch over to our band. You can step on this band or you can stick it under the chair, whichever one makes you happy. Now also with this band, if you want to do a 1 leg extension, so you can work your thigh area, you can hold this band in one area, squeeze it or pull it as tight as possible, and you can extend your leg out. This is working your thigh area, and the same movement that I'm doing right now, you can do it laying like with the band going back. But I would recommend using the door to do that. So take this comes with a ball that I showed you guys earlier. You take this piece, stick it behind a closed door, stick your band through here like so, and it's a lot easier to, so you see how it's hanging. Then you would stick this part behind the door, and then you could put your feet now in what you would normally hold. You could put your feet in here, and then you can extend the legs forward or push them backwards. So in this case, since I got it on there, I'm just going to step on it. And if doing the exercise, I usually come up on the edge of the chair, and then so I'm stepping on the band with both of my feet, and I'm going to take the band behind my arm, and I'm going to do the exact same movement that I did with these weights. Okay, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. That is it. And when you work your biceps, you can use the band, stepping on it, taking some slack out as much as possible, and bring that. If you're like, this is too light for me, then take more slack out, If you're using a band, just opening up your feet more and more, or just keeping your legs together if you like, but stepping on the band, taking away the slack and giving you the resistance that you want. And you can do one arm at a time. You can do both of your arms, squeezing arms to the side, and then bringing them up, halfway down, up, halfway down. Or, as I mentioned before, you can use weights. Palms are going straight ahead, back is straight, arms are to the side. You don't want any space in where the arm is and the side that it's pressing up against where your body is. All right, so up for 8, 7, and try not to work all of your muscles, major muscle groups at the same time. That makes for an excruciating week for you, because you will be sore. Okay, so 4, 3, 2, and 1. Those 3 exercises, if you could do 3 sets of each one of those alternating days, that would be very good for you. And then you can move on and challenge yourself until you're at a maintenance area for your body. You're toned up, your strength has improved, because I'm telling you, if you do not do anything to your body, you're not moving, you're not doing strength training, you're going to see ailments come upon you quicker than you can imagine. So use this body and use it well. So let's jump into some other areas that I wanted to discuss with you guys in reference to gut health and little hacks for your gut health. Because you may think, what in the world does exercise have to do? Exercise will help you maintain and improve your metabolism. It will help with your digestion. It will help with your movement. It will help with your balance. There are so many people that, for whatever reason, they're not exercising. And if you don't move, you're going to lose. Simple as that. Whatever motor skills you have, they are going to leave quickly. It's called muscle atrophy. So you gotta move them, and you gotta, so simple as you can hold these weights. And one of the things that you can think of, okay, I gotta pick up groceries. So, okay, I'm picking up groceries. So if you're not taking care of these muscles, picking up the groceries, it's going to be hard. Okay, I want to just sit down and get up. You could do that. Those are simple movements. And you can keep the weights in your hand while you're doing that. Try not to step on this band. But you want to stand up, sit down. Stand up and sit down. So when you do lunges and squats, you think about, I'm getting up from a sofa. This chair is high, no problem. But what if you're sitting in a sofa that doesn't have a lot of support, and it's got those really soft, cushiony pillows? Now you're struggling to get up. So, basic, just think basic. And then walking. When I put the band on and I was moving my legs up and down, my knee, doing the knee, you can. And here's another one: when you're doing the your knees, put some weights on there. If you don't want to use a band or don't have a band, say you don't have weights, you got water bottles, stick them on you. I don't have water bottles, use canned goods. We've got something in our home that we can use as resistance. So You don't have to go out and buy anything. You can use what you have in your home. Just get moving. All right, now we're going to jump into some of the other hacks for your digestion. I encourage you to try integrating these exercises into your weekly routine. Even dedicating 15 to 30 minutes a day can improve the way you feel, where you're more balanced and you're more energized. Every step that you take, whether it's yoga or walking, make sure under no circumstances do you forget the strength training. It all leads to a healthier you. So a quick recap. Remember, your journey to wellness is all about small, consistent changes. You want to keep it simple, you want to keep it effective, and you want to keep it simply fit. I challenge you to start small. Pick one gut healthy food, whether it's prebiotics, probiotics, or incorporating yogurt or lemon and warm water. You can even do kefir, sauerkraut, kimchi, any type of fermented foods. Your digestion system loves it. You just want to get started and you want to do one thing at a time. Oh, and if you're just jumping on, I'm Sandy White from Simply Fit, your number one health and wellness cheerleader, and we are here to help you guys. Matter of fact, we want to help 1 million of you guys live a long, healthy, prosperous life through simple tips and strategies via health and nutrition. So stick with us, hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of the broadcasts, so you can just pick what's going to work best for you and get going. And here's a really good tip. Get some of your friends involved. That way you guys motivate each other and you can keep going. And we're going to wrap it up, and I'll see you guys next week. Yay! With some more information. That's why you need to hit that bell notification so you don't miss anything.